Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of FoolCraft. Last time we did this, which is just a second ago, I gotta keep reminding the Twitch chat that I'm watching this on Twitch. And today, we're gonna take... Why is that emergency lock switching on and off? Today we're gonna take that mob essence and get some automation in mobs, in how to produce mobs. That's the objective for today. Should we break it? I didn't mean to break it. I was gonna troll you guys and it insta broke it. Oh my goodness. Hold on. What happens if I try and capture? Will it like break the chain of these mobs? If I want to capture you, what did I get? Endermite. Okay, I want to have both. This is actually good for today's project. Did I get one? No, Endermite. Stupid thing. I want to get a silverfish, man. Silverfish, there we go. Nice. We should probably also put some lighting and stuff up here for you guys. So let's get back to what I was doing. Get rid of all of this stuff. Get me my alchemical bag, please. Plex. And I do need to set up a system to get rid of stuff. Sooner rather than later. But now let's focus on this. Just an ender chest or something. So I can send stuff back. Actually, you know what? Let's just do that. Let's just do that because I'm very upset with all the ores and stuff. So let's plop down a guy. Hopefully we don't have to worry about channels. This is FoolCraft, which kind of sucks. We're not gonna have it like that next season. So we'll do that and we'll put some acceleration cards in there. I didn't need 2 ender chests. I actually need ender pouch. And now we can get into this stuff here. So we prepared this last time. Some auto spawners. And we have a powered spawner as well, which actually it's going to be a bit trickier than that to get. So just to remind you, we're going to have 2 of these boxes and probably we're going to use this box and the other box on that side to spawn mobs. And we want to be able to control which mobs to spawn. So that's going to be the challenge. So let's grab some building blocks. Quarried stone will be nice for scaffolding. Like to use these. And let's start measuring this out. We need a 9x9 space, which may not be what we have here. We do have a 7x7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's okay. That's fine. That's totally fine. It would be a little less efficient, but I'm not worried about it. Not too. Actually, laboratory blocks. We don't have an exchanger yet. That's something I want to get into pretty soon, like a Botania, or get the nifty gadgets that we don't have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We could go. We'll just go a 7x7 just for look. So that's gonna be our spawning room. In the very center of this, we'll place down we'll go up a few blocks as well. We'll place down an auto spawner, and once again, our dear friend the precision hammer, which I should have in here. No, a precision sledgehammer. Once again, this will be able to show you guys where the mob spawns will occur. So notice how it occurs 1 block below it. You see this block here. And of course in the walls, because we don't have a 9x9, we have a 7x7. But the walls will be blocked, so that's fine. Cool. Okay, so to kill the mobs, which is essentially the purpose of this. Like we want to say, produce for me ender pearls. Now I know we have Project D and we don't really need much things and stuff, but we may, specifically wither skeleton skulls is something we may want to have. So that's a thing. So we'll probably drop them down onto diamond spikes. It's usually the way to go. Even though it doesn't really matter, we'll just make the floor out of the same color. And before we do, we should also use an absorption hopper here. So let's put this back for a second. Should figure out the pickup system first. So absorption hopper. Cool. These guys do a 7x7, as you guys know, also upwards. So they're very, very handy to be placed underneath blocks, and they can pick up through blocks and stuff. So all that is very, very cool. So I'm going to do something like this, and we're going to want some impulse item ducts coming out of this guy. Okay. A mob masher is made, taught to the system. So these guys are cool. They do require, I don't think they require power. I think they just require redstone, pretty sure. Yep. And they will mash anything that comes next to them. And they look super sweet. But we're going to want the upgrades. We're going to want sharpness. We want to get all of these guys maxed out. So we can have 10 of each, it seems. So let's go through and make all of them. We can copy them. And that will be kind of cool. And we will put the mob masher in the very center. We do need to push the mobs in, so we could use fans for that, or we could use conveyor belts. And conveyor belts is a pretty cool thing, right? So that's probably what we'll use. Let's just finish this wall as well. Boop, boop, that thing. Okay, conveyor belt. And to make the golden ones, we need the intermediate, which is, okay, so then we need gold rollers. I see how it works. Okay, so these guys are cool. They will push things. And I like them. This guy can be always on. This masher can be always on. The only thing I'm worried about that happened in FoolCraft Season 1 with these guys is that they don't always kill the mobs fast enough. And I had skeletons shoot on creepers and bad things happened. But I didn't have all of these things in it. So hopefully with that, everything will be quick enough. And they will die. All right. So let's teach the system item conduits. We're going to have to go with the Ender IO conduits. That's basically the result of this. And we're going to have to go with a fluid one. Specifically, the Ender fluid one. Which requires some vibrant. Do I have this one already? No. Vibrance. Okay, and we're gonna need an energy conduit, and I want to make the best freaking one. So there we go. Let's teach the system all of these conduits, and let's pick them out. Boom. But okay, we're gonna need an item conduit here, and the reason we're gonna need this guy, and this is what's gonna be advanced with this build, is because I want to be able to control remotely what mob we are chilling with in the thing. What mob is being produced or killed, slaughtered, right? And to do that, we're gonna need to swap out the little safari net in there. So that's why we need that. And then of course we need the fluid and we need the power. That's no biggie. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, so after 5 minutes of doing what we've done 100 times, it's now working again. So that's good. Now to the tricky part. Let's first of all try this out. Okay, so let's grab a safari net, and let's say that we wanna kill some blue slimes, right? I think this guy even has a hat on him. We want to delete the torches, I'm pretty sure. And just to see this in action, we should see slime spawning in and falling down. But it's kind of slow, and it's going to be kind of slow when it's exact copies. There he goes. Every single one of these will have a hat on him, by the way. And they're not getting killed very quick. Oh my goodness. Okay, so like I said, the biggest issue of this is going to be how do we control the input and output of the safari net. So let's test some things here. Hopefully we can use some kind of redstone mechanic for this. But just to get the basics down, let's get 2 chests out. We could have an input chest, which we will make into a brown channel, always active. So this could be an inventory slot, okay? And then we'll come down here, and behind this facade, we will do the items should be both insert and out extract. And on the insert, we're gonna have the brown channel. Okay, so now that's connected. On the extract though, we're gonna need active with a signal. And then we're gonna need a redstone conduit here as well. I got a little bit of an idea. I think I've done this before, but it's been a while and it's always a bit tricky to get working. But yeah, let's hook up a redstone conduit to this guy as well. And hopefully that will trigger the cable. And what we wanted to do is we wanted to empty the thing, right? So we do need another redstone here as well, though. It's the problem. We need two. the way you switch this on and off is by a redstone signal. So maybe with the way we switch it off, we'll keep it always running because it doesn't cost us any power. But the off switch is always going to be a button. And the idea I'm having is that that button will, if we put this signal to strong, that this block will be powered, hopefully powering the extraction item conduit, right? This guy here, the green channel, which we will configure to go into our output chest, into there. Okay, so get rid of this guy. So if I want to start it, I put a mob in here, and that's automatically going to start spawning slimes, right? Yes. And then if I want to switch it off, I press the button, and I should get my slime thing in here if everything is working. And I didn't. So that's not good. May need a longer pulse here. Let's grab a wood piece. Yeah, that worked. Okay. So if we have a longer pulse, that actually gets the Safari Net out of the system. So as long as our input is a single chest, do I have the dirt chest things? No. But we can work out a nice input. We can have an item buffer or whatever that we can paint. The start button would be to put a Safari Net in here, and to end it, we would push a button, basically. The only other thing that I would like for this to be perfect would be to have a way of knowing, and we may be able to do this, a way of knowing what item is inside it, what Safari Net is inside. So now let's take a look again at the Inventory Plus module. Here's a cool thing. We used these a couple of episodes ago. Can I use it on the auto spawner to determine what's inside it? So let's put the slime inside, right? And let's just try it on this screen here. Okay. And then we'll do slot 1, 0. Yes. Okay. That doesn't tell us what type of mob it is though. But it does show us that there's a Safari Net that we can sort of guess what the Safari Net is. Not really. But kind of. Does slot 1 say anything? No. Slot 2? Nope. Slot 3? I would love the name of that. Okay, let's not waste more time on this. Let's get rid of these things, and let's call this good with the control input being the chest. I think that's good enough because you can always reset it whenever you want. So now we just want to, well, we don't really want to do anything else here until we have the control room. We could hook it up to channels though, I guess. But that's pretty sweet. That's working as intended. Okay, so this is conceptually completed. We need to build another one of these chambers over here. I'm not really feeling up to that right now, but I should probably do it because otherwise I'll slack and not do it, and you guys will complain that I never finish anything. Okay, so we got 2 controllable mob farm setups right there, chilling. We want to get... So the last one, by the way, the last one should be a capture one. Okay, so let's do some tests. We're going to need a couple of mobs to test with. So, Safari Net. Actually, we're just going to need... You know what? We're kind of good here. If we have... let's just set up a testing here. Let's grab some glass. Some vibrant glass. If we can get mobs funneled into a funneling system or into a ditch like this, and then use some conveyor belts, boop, 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 then we can have a mechanical user. How do I place these? Like that. I think right click, use item on block. Yes. And I think if we give this guy Safari Nets, he's going to be able to capture the mobs. We could also use the Ender IO thing. Oops. Excuse me, sir? What? There we go. Activate block with item. No. Use item. Use item should surely be right. Entity. Oh, entity. Okay, there we go. Yeah, and then we need to make sure that it's quickly pulled out of there. So my idea is we're gonna have a filter. We're gonna need an advanced filter probably. So we need a Z-Logic controller. Okay, so the issue here is if we don't pull that Safari net out quick enough, it's gonna spawn that mob again. So I just want to find out. We put this guy in here, and we whitelist, we blacklist Safari nets, matching metadata. Yes, so any empty Safari net is blacklisted. Anything else, we want to always extract at full speed. I think that's how easy it's gonna be. Chest. So, boom. We shouldn't see anything coming out quite yet. Not even when we do this. We are kind of chilling, okay. And now if we put the guy back here, he's picked up, and yes, nice. That's how we're gonna make it. That's how we're gonna do it. To activate a duplicate, we would have to have an input, and then we would need it to spawn once and then stop. So in differentiation with these, we wanted to spawn once and then stop. So we need a timer. We need a timer on it, which we could hook up to. Let's also try and work that out today. So this guy looks like a very tricky block, and it's not really. It's not really. Check this out. If you have it like that, I have it at fill now. It's going to go through all of these different things and make the redstone look exactly like this sequence. So if I take away a few here, it's going to go long, then go off, and then go a super long. Long, go off, and then go a super long. So in theory, if we make everything black except for the end here and make a delay modifier of 5, that could actually do exactly what we wanted to do, right? So give me a copy of a zombie. That sends it into this system here. And after a set amount of time, which we'll have to figure out, this should turn on in the end. And that should send it back. Why that didn't trigger it, I have no idea. It should have. And I think that's actually, we've actually solved the issue here. Maybe the redstone is not actually getting onto that cable. Let's just try and... No. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. What about doing the exact same thing that we have on the other side? So let me grab a button to see if this works at all. The sequencing will actually work. I can see that this is gonna work. We just need to get this cable to understand that there's a pulse here, which for some reason it doesn't. Is your extract color correct? Yeah, yeah. It is. It just doesn't take this redstone for some weird reason. Let's just use a repeater and quickly do that. And that should definitely power that block there, which is what we need to power. We need to power this block. Once this goes on. Yes. Okay. That's sorted. Okay, so if we simply replace this chest for a spawner, and we give this guy a couple of cool things. Dimensional transceiver. We give it the power, and we give it the essence out. And then we say, okay, you know what? Spawn me one zombie. We can actually now see how long the delay is. And question is, maybe we want this to be always active as well. So there, it made a spawn. And made 2 spawn, and then it shut off. Okay, so 5 is a little bit too quick. Set that to 3 and try that again. 3 may be a little bit too slow, but we'll see. So this sleep thing. Okay, that's cool. Oh, so this is kind of a random thing. If it doesn't have anything in it, that idle thing needs to, yeah, you see that? That's a tricky thing to work around. That's a tricky thing to work around. Let's try that with a 4. Because this will be at a random location every single time. Okay, let's see. It's spawning, and ideally it will shut it off now. Yes. Oh, that's perfect, dudes. For non-exact copies. 4 and 5 of these filled. Perfect timing. Okay, we need that thing as well. Sorry for being back and forth here. I don't think we need the repeater because the block is directly powered by a conduit now. So that should be chilling. That should be fine. Put you guy. let's put you guy ahead. Okay. Okay, did I do brown or what did I do here? Brown on insert. Okay. So you need to be in and out. You need to be extracting on brown, active on a signal, and inserting on green. Beautiful. Beautiful. And then all we need to do is grab this guy. And we just need to hook up a our sequencer. Our sequencer needs to be hooked up to this guy and to that block there. Actually, we need to do this. Just trying to think of how to do this the smartest way. You can be connected there on a strong signal. And yes, and then you will be powering my sequencer, right? So you'll be powering my sequencer like so, and you will be chilling like that. Excuse me? There we go. Okay, I think that's gonna do it. I think that's gonna work. Let's grab a button of any sort. And the button we will replace with a receiver and transmitter and all of that stuff. And say, yeah, I want to duplicate zombies. Go. I want to duplicate 1 zombie. We don't have any killing chamber. I just want to see so this works. This should give us a spawn of 1 zombie. Hopefully. And then it should shut off. Boom. It's off. It didn't spawn a zombie though. Okay. That kind of failed. Let's try that again. Did it look for a spawn spot too slowly? Maybe. So now it's looking for a spawn spot, and there it got one and it shut off. Okay, so if it hits the walls here, it's actually going to be a problem. But I think we are very accurate with this. All right, anyway, we'll do something like this. Looks cool. And the mobs will be funneled down to here. We will use some of the conveyor belts again. And then we'll have our pickup system right there. And you know what? I actually want that the other way around. So that we can hide the cable nicely. This would not work with a spider. So, because of that, or a slime, we're going to have to make it 3 wide. Okay, we'll have conveyor belts up here. So now all the mobs will be funneled down here. We'll use a mechanical user. Put that guy right there. And yeah, that's all we need to do down there. Then we need to, of course, supply this guy with... oops. Annoying block. We, of course, need to supply this guy with safari nets. Which is totally fine. For now, let's not automate that because we're not dealing with the... We need to do the dashboard. We'll probably do that next time we play FoolCraft. Anyway, dudes, I think that's going to do it for today. This is working. It's just a little bit weird. Let's just finish this up. Thank you guys so much for today. It's been a long stream. And it's been 2 episodes on the YouTubes. We made some great success. We made the mob essence last time. We made the emergency lock to it. We made a copying machine for exact copies and a copying machine for non-exact copies, or a killing machine. And then we made a copying machine as well.